Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and this is Crusader Kings 2 and this is of course the historical immersion project. We are back as Sophet Adonibal of House Anonid and we are now called Adonibal, son of Moat. And I mean, the name is quite fitting, considering that we have quite literally put kids into the mines, and when the mines crashed down on top of them, I said keep on digging. We are, without a doubt, when it comes to like these small, you know, the normal things that you can have in a normal life situation. I mean, you know, everybody can be bad and evil if you sacrifice 100 people, but this man is the evil incarnated just in normal activities. You know, a business activity in a mine, and he makes it living hell on earth. That is who Adonibal is. And Adonibal is called Son of Moat, which is, by the way, this is kind of work in progress, but I kind of like it, so I think I may leave it there. It is an evil name. Moat is one of the evil gods, although of course I do not actually know him. I tried to search stuff for him, but there's like so little information I couldn't really find anything worthwhile. Regardless of this, I just want to say that I hear you. You guys want to play this in HIP as well. I fully understand that. And I have been working tirelessly, and I actually mean that. I have put in quite some time because there's a lot of... Like, what I did here to make this playable was a quick and dirty just mix-up. I made it compliant with one another so that it would work. You know, this Carthage mod and HIP. But I already asked the modder of the Carthage mod whether I could do, you know, conversion pretty much to HIP. And he said, yes, that's perfectly fine. You can put it on Steam as well, if you credit me. And I'm, of course, going to do that because most of this is obviously his work. And this should be ready in maybe 2 or 3 days. I can't guarantee anything. Maybe it's even going to be ready earlier. You know, I don't want to promise anything, but I am working on it. I hear you. And you are going to get this mod and you're going to be able to play this yourselves on the wonderful HIP map. For the time being, I guess you can check it out in vanilla. It's quite nice there as well. It's a wonderful mod. And with that being said, there was also a really good... I mean, actually, there were many great suggestions and crafted stories for the backstory of the Hanonid dynasty of Sophet Adonibal. And I gotta say, first of all, thank you. I really love it when all of you show all the creativity that you have, when all of you give input and all of you, you know, find a way to integrate yourself into the stories. Living stories and living worlds is what makes this such a special experience for me. Because that is what really brings the replayability of Crusader Kings 2. But without, you know, going on a further tangent in that regard, I want to say that there was one story in particular that went into very great detail. You can check it out under the last video, like the video right before that went into the detail of the family, trying to connect the downfall of Carthage to 1079 or 1072 when we started. So I will sum it up just so that everybody is, you know, kind of in the picture, because this will be the canon for this story. Essentially, our family fell on hard times, much like Carthage did, and we had to survive within the Roman Republic and later the Roman Empire. And while we were persecuted, you know, we were a minority at the time and we had a difficult time, we always tried to live in peace. And at some point, all of that collapsed. We had one of our, you know, fabled ancestors that fell on especially hard times, became a thief, and then went on to essentially establish a family that was able to be, if I remember this correctly, and I believe I do, correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, person that wrote the comment, the way I see it, or the way I remember it, essentially we, you know, became a traveling merchant family. We went from port to port, we lived, you know, a bit undercover, we didn't really have that much of a high profile, but with time, with everything changing, with the Roman Empire falling, with all of these border changes going on, we slowly rose to prominence once again. And Sophet Adonibal is the first one that actually took matters into his own hand. And what he wanted to do originally was to recruit an army to go for Tunis and conquer Carthage back from the savages that now live there these days. But instead, while he noticed that Tunis was too well protected and it was barely able to be protected, you know, against the... If he were to conquer it, it would be barely possible to protect it against the people that lived in the south of it. He just saw the opportunity in the downfall of the Umayyads. And instead, he put his mind on Nova Carthago. And indeed, that is how we end up in this situation. So he came here, 28 years old, he conquered this and established his family back again. Was able to reveal his Punic heritage and, of course, his Canaanite faith. And that brings us here. I thought it was a pretty cool backstory. A story of... a damaged man, of a damaged family, of damaged honor and damaged dignity. And I think that quite possibly explains why Sophet Adonibal is perfectly fine with being called Son of Moat. Son of Moat means that people fear him. And fear is better than disrespect. So the way I see it, that mixes really well with the story background of Sufet Adonibal as I imagined him and as I envisioned him here. And I was also reminded, this is the last thing and then we're actually going to start playing here. I was also reminded that I'm a fool. I haven't played Merchant Republics in so long that I completely, I mean, I knew about the mechanic, but I was oblivious to how to use it correctly. I just got to put down, you know, a good old trade post here, and then I can fight for the city, and then we make the jump towards the islands. That's the thing that we need to do. And we have a clear winner, because we already have 3 trade posts. We need to get rid of one, and I mean, Denya is just terrible. Murgi is amazing. Carthage will be okay, because that's the capital. But Denya. Denya. Sorry to tell you, but you're gone. And I'm also going to take up a small loan of $1 million to immediately go ahead. And why don't we just, you know, right away build this trade post. The sooner we can get here, the better it is for everybody involved, I think. Right, and with that being done, let's just, you know, continue onwards. Let's continue the adventure of Sufet Adonibal. While pondering over the guest list for the banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Dude, Botbal, absolutely. I'm building a city for you. Somebody suggested I should give him the city that we're building for the society. And you know what? Absolutely. He's a great man. He's an architect. He's an administrator, I mean. He's strong. Why wouldn't I do that? You know, it's a great mix. Right then and there. Of course. I've got to pay interest on our loans. Ah, that hurts. World is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. What? Oh no, Botbal. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work harder, not smarter, to get everything ready for the banquet when the guests started to arrive. I waited impatiently for Botbal, but still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and found its designated place at my table. He never showed up. -3. That is such a minuscule opinion modifier right there. Like, barely anything, really. What? What? The fuck? So what just happened here? Why am I in this man's prison? Who the hell are you? Were you down here? He didn't loot me, did he? No, nobody looted me. Am I going insane? Okay, this... You know, this is why I was saying... I gotta look over this mod a bit, because this quite clearly appears to be a bug, and I can't even contact him. Alright, you know what? Sucks that I have to do it this way. But this is quite clearly a bug. I have no idea. Oh, I just... Right, that's not what I meant to do. I have no idea how this happened, but I have to fix it. I'm gonna just release myself. We have been up there, you know, no doubt about it. I've been there, done that. I don't know why... I have no idea what happened here. Right. No idea. Well, I'm back from prison apparently. Very strange. Very, very strange. Don't even sweat it, okay? Never happened. I don't know what that was. Honestly, I can't actually think of anything that I did in the mod files that would cause this. Funny. Very funny. Father calls That's, you know what? I gotta pronounce my son's name correctly. Eshmoniaton. That's actually a nice name. Honestly, once you like know how to read it, Eshmoniaton. Pulling my arm, pleading to play with him in the latest toy. Completely oblivious to all the important work I'm in the middle of. Sometimes this kid can really be insufferable. Now, usually, if this were just a normal dude, I would be like, get out of here, you son of a... But you know what? I love my child. Obviously, I love my child. I mean, this is the family that has to stick together. What is it? Tell me about it. If my child were to make me into a, you know, nicer human being, I would actually understand that. While sitting in your castle, you receive word that some Punic soldiers await you at the door. You meet a man called Melkart, who claims he has heard of surviving Carthaginians and wishes to pledge his service to you. Dude, welcome. I lose some money. Soldier named Dude, that's so many soldiers. Absolutely, they're great. Look at these. Rude, all of them. I like it. And why don't we go ahead and repay some of the loan here? I just wanted to build this up. That is really what I was doing here. Well, it's a dangerous place. And now they're trying to kill Jezebel. Dude, if Jezebel is also imprisoned by the Prussians, I don't know what to tell you. You receive a report about the next sector to be surveyed. There's apparently an old folk tale about this area. Something about a magic bush or a similar thing that must not be disturbed. The elder of one of the local villages is hysterically telling your workers to leave. I am cynical, so I don't really believe in this magic hocus pocus, as they say. It's all just heretical gibberish. Send my Rofed to deal with him. Is the Rofed the spy master? Yes, okay. Let's just move on to the next site, or we will never find anything of worth. The thing is, I just really don't have the money. You know what, let's just move on. Ignore the bush. don't have the money to do this either way. Alright, we have built this city. Nope, still being built. Apparently one of your courtiers has been annoying my wife Jezebel, and instead of asking me for help, she took the matter in her own hands and made sure the courtier would never annoy her again. Or she'd know the consequences, you know? You did the right thing, Jezebel. I don't like people either. We have so much in common. We should marry. Wait a minute, we already have a child. And there you go, the trade post has been built. Abmelkart levied. Why could I arrest you? Discredit patrician Eugoras. I don't really care. Can't say I do. Seize the city of Magoon. There you go. That is what I am talking about. That's the spirit. Now he's already at war against Barcelona. Is he being sieged? Don't think he is. No, actually he is. You see that? There you go. And he's in Palace, which means that he's close to us. I'm going to declare war right away. Seize the city of Magoon. Absolutely. Raise the troops. And by the way, we are back to having double troops here. I am playing around with the mod files, okay? I just gotta test what works, how it works, how I get the mercenaries assigned, so we'll figure it out. Or I'll figure it out. In a couple of days, we will be good to go on that front. I will hire the Irish band. Sure, that should be fine. Should be enough people. My question is, do I straight go to Menorca? What is the enemy doing here? Where are your troops now? Still in Sardania. You are right there in the mountains. Good God. Do I really want to mess with the mountains like that? You know what? I'm just going to go to the island, I think. All of those are... Oh, I tabbed out of the game because I am very intelligent. I am pleased. You have done exactly as tasked, and now this new city shall stand eternally in your memory and in honor of the guild. May our coffers grow ever larger. The new city shall flourish. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, I built a city, I believe in Mergi. Nope, in... Wait, oh, I do hold this myself. I built it here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna give away this castle, because I'm not getting much out of it either way. I'm not regenerating anything, really. And I would much rather have the monetary benefits. I would have given it to my friend, had my friend shown up to the goddamn party. But he certainly did not, did he? What an absolute shame that is. Shameful. Very much so. Alright, let's get on... Oh, what is this, Barcelona? I mean, come on, that's just an alibi siege right there. No man can say that that is a true siege of Mallorca. And I would know! German siege Mallorca every goddamn summer. We receive a report about the next sector to be surveyed. It appears that there is a non-negligible number of ruffians and bandits in the area. It would be too dangerous to send your men without protection. I'll send more guards. I think we can do that. We could just send him instead, and you know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spend the money. I actually want these expeditions to do something. You have been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins, right, debase it. I'm ready to debase everything. Except myself. Shouldn't have said everything then, eh? Yeah, I know. I know how it is. I know how the world works, buddy. Oh, we got it, dude. We get a battle, and we get the main siege here. At least I hope we do. We were there first. I am the leader of the siege. Beautiful. So this will mean... Yeah, I'm just gonna give the siege up. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna kill this dude. Oh, man. He's gonna get the war score. Come on. Don't do that. Don't you do that to me. But yeah, this is a very easy war for a city, and there you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. We surrender. Of course you do. Of course you do. You seem to be an able merchant, and I could use some help with the disagreement I have had with a local lord. I wish to trade in his lands, but he is stubborn and will need convincing. Maybe you could try? Sure, my literal genius friend. Accepts the mission, trade negotiations. Ooh, what is that like? That's cool. What can I do here? A local trader refuses to allow... Right, what do I do? No conditions? Well, that's working great. Maybe it's just automatic events? Yes. Oh, that's actually cool. No, that's something else. That is something else. Yeah, I don't know if this mission is bugged. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to release this to the public. You know, that's why I need a couple of days more, but we will get there, my man. My liege, the ever-improvising economy of the realm makes good improving economy of the realm makes goods more expensive. I must humbly request some more funds for trading. You know what? It's a lot of money. You know what? I'm giving you nothing. You deserve nothing, because I shall repay some loans. Appreciate it. There we go. The Angry Lord is finally... Ah, so it is not bugged. Dude, I love it. See, I didn't even know that. Don't tell anybody. The Angry Lord has finally arrived at your court. You allow him audience in your chambers. He seems reluctant to give ground. This is going to be a long debate. My mercantile skills will make this easy. 80% of chance of success. Let's do it. Let's debate him against the wall. That's what I'm here. I'm a master debater. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I just couldn't stop myself. After hours of deliberation and conflict, the Lord has agreed to let Adherbal's goods through his land. Adherbal has given you some of the profits. Thank you, dude. That's so much money. And also, we're going to level up here, which means that I can refine mercantile skills, can manually start a trade expedition, or can choose to abandon your current field of study for a new one by a remove lifestyle trait. And not interested in that, I don't think. Alright, everybody back. I'm not sure that I'm going to dissolve these mercs yet. I have leveled up. Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at you, Capullo. Remove lifestyle trait, not really interested. Study statecraft. Ooh. Interesting. Where can I do the expedition? That is what I'm most interested in. I can't see it anywhere here. I don't know where the decision... Ooh, dude, I love this, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna do that whenever I can. I have no idea what that does. I love the fact that, like, there's just stuff that I don't know about. Whenever I play Ck2, that's just never the case. In no circumstances do I ever go, oh, no clue, dude. Except in these ones. And I think I want to declare against you, Amir Yahya of the Razi Imara. We have the Irish, of course, on our side, so Irish luck is with us. I would love to go over there a bit. Ooh, what is this? Genoa, I guess, eh? Yeah, of course. We will have to fight Genoa on these grounds, and that will be difficult because they are secured, of course, and protected by the Holy Roman Empire. Although, Sofet Adonibal, I mean, what would he think about the HRE, you know? I don't think he would see it as a legitimate successor to Rome, because quite obviously so, you know, it's not ruled by Rome. It has nothing to do with what he and his family experienced throughout the ages. Basileia Romayon, on the other hand, maybe. Honestly, he probably sees them as a nemesis. As, you know, primitive as that sounds in its very nature. Can it be... Oh, why are you so powerful, dude? You're attacking somebody, I guess that makes sense. Ooh, when you are already attacking him... Wait a minute, no, we have a truce, don't we? Yes, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go a bit inland. Sometimes you gotta go a bit inland. And also, I'm 7 out of 6 because I just conquered a city. Right, I almost forgot. Hey, Cartalo. Would you like a city? If I give him the city, I think that will bring down my my room for trade. Is that true for trading posts, for trade posts? I'm going to give you the city of, yes, Palentia. There you go. Have fun. Hope you are enjoying this. So did this go down? Still 3 out of 3. So it has to be, I guess, the entire... Nope, it is adult family members in court +1. And your character dies now, you will play as Reshev Hanonid. Why is that? Why all of a sudden him? You know what? I want to just test this. I will give you... Are you the city, I ask? You are a city. I'm going to give him the city. I want to see if that also excludes him. How does that work? No, actually, I don't want to give him give that to him because then my trade post limit would go down. We need more adult males, but also I need this land. Or at least I want it. I don't necessarily need it, of course. But I do think it would help me. At least, you know, help me feel better about myself. There they are, 822, that's practically nothing. You receive a report about the next sector to be surveyed. This patch of land technically belongs to the local temple. There's little chance that they'll see your activities in their land in positive light. Their lands are still mine, by right. And you know what they are? I don't like the church. I've never acted like I do, did I? And they're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna... You know what? Their lands are still mine by right. I could let him deal with it, but nah. I'm not trusting a church, man. Get him out of here. I'm doing this all on my own. That'll do it. Alright, they are sieging us here, and there's rivers in the way, and it sucks. The court physician Cohen Adonis has shared some of his latest ideas with me. I do not know how much of medicine, but perhaps he is onto something. He has asked for some money to develop his theory further and write a book on it. You know, I don't really... Like, I support this and everything, but, like, you are a man of the church, and I don't have the money. I'm a bit stingy with money if you haven't noticed yet. It's kind of my thing, you know. There's a lot of light infantry here. Oh my god, you absolute... Why do we always do these cold war memes? You know, where we all just like totally overpay for everything and every war costs so much damn money. What is this here? Ck2. So he hires from the same mercenary pool as I do, I guess. After thoroughly beating the cook servant, I kick him out of my rooms. Licking the grease off of my fingers, I sit down and the chair creaks under me, making my eye twitch. If I weren't surrounded by so many fools and sycophants, I wouldn't end up eating so much. You know what? What else can I do? I think this kind of fits. Satisfying your cravings might help you becoming less stressed. I think this kind of fits. His life is turbulent. You know, this man just wants to relax when he gets home. That's just, hey, what can you say about it? You know, what's wrong about that? Outrageous. Jezebel just told me that if I don't stop eating, I will soon no longer be even able to stand, let alone accomplish anything of note. I've never liked her that much. None of your business. I can weigh whatever I want to weigh. She never liked me anyway. Oh, would you look at that? I loosen up my belt and let out a satisfied sigh as my bloated belly fills my lap. Eating so much may not be what is best for my body, but it has certainly improved my attitude towards everyone at court. Ah, that feels good. That feels really good. No, that's not actually what I want to take a look at. Wait, what? Why are you in this? You're not supposed to be in that. Yeah, there you go. Reshep will actually get all of this stuff. Interesting that it just like excluded this young fella down here. Atalo. Are you all alone over here? Interesting. Anyway, take them out. 4k. Jesus, this is quite the battle. A merchant has managed to find out that the coins you had minted are counterfeit. You're being called a cheapskate since they do not contain the precious metals that they were supposed to consist of. Come on, man. What do you expect? Of course I'm a cheapskate. Have you seen me? This is rough, but we did win. Fairly close fight, but only the result matters in the end. Oh, we can definitely like just destroy them here. My concubine Adonica tells me she's pregnant, but that can't be right. I was busy eating. I have thought it over, and I cannot be the father of my concubine Adonica's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. Hire someone to find out. Absolutely. Can I just, like, arrest you? Could kidnap you. You know what? Whatever it is, I think I'm just gonna kidnap her. He's not a very, you know, cautious man. And we have actually, like, imprisoned them here. They are stuck. This is like Helm's Deep. The maid I hired to gain my concubine Adonica's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious about her pregnancy. No. Ask her again. Adonica started crying when I asked her if she's being unfaithful. She profusely assures me of her undying love, virtue, and steadfastness. I don't believe you. Sorry. I do not believe you. Kidnap her. Do it. The Phoenicians had a world-renowned viticulture and were known to produce some of the ancient Mediterranean's finest wines. Despite the art of the Phoenician winemaking and fermentation being lost, the Romans and Greeks were very fond of what they called Bybline wine. Bybline wine? I'm not sure. Which refers to wine made in Byblos. We could import some of this wine from the Greeks who still produce it. I will find the palace with wine. I will fill the palace. You know what? I absolutely will. Dude, that sounds perfect. Oh, I don't think I became... Yeah, that's unlucky. I didn't become a drunkard. But, dude, this character actually fits the bill so well. Like, this is just straight who he is. He's now in a position of power and he is using it. You know, after all these decades, centuries, literal centuries of hardship, he does what he thinks is right. The next sector to be surveyed. This time, the location of the land is right next to the border with another realm. Their nobles will most likely see this as an insult. Huh. My men are merely passing through the area. Just, you know, just walking, just passing through. Don't you sweat it. Here we go. Beautiful. Alright, so our expansion actually now land inwards. It just makes me think, maybe we want to have an actual feudal vassal in here? I think we do. I'm gonna make you... what? Oh, really? Oh, okay, I guess... if I do this, right? Can I then give you the actual thing? Eruel. And now he's feudal. Yeah, that is what I was meaning to do there. He's a decent character. Baal Bodeshmun of Teruel. And he is now the vanguard of essentially this corridor, keeping the Christians out. That's the spirit, isn't it? Ooh, and I could even go further down here. Interesting. How are you doing, buddy? Can I already come back for what I rightfully should own? Just for the record. Nope, can't do that yet. Oh, but I can come for you, can't I? Nope. God damn it, dude. So close every time. He does have money. I don't really want to fight that then. You, on the other hand, are all alone. All around him are familiar places, familiar faces. Worn out something something. Tycoon Katalo, a higher ranking member of the guild, has offered to teach you a few things about managing trade for a price, of course. Yeah, absolutely. 22 bucks and he gets 4. Where does the other money go? Right, and now we have a huge chance of gaining any of these. Let's take a look at this. Really give me stubborn out of all of them? As members of the Punic Mercantile Guild, we must always strive for trade domination. Declare an embargo war on one of our enemies and we shall take another step towards trade hegemony. That is a super cool mission. Dude, the modder behind this mod actually did some revolutionary stuff when it comes to the society system. You know, because most of the time the missions are just like, yo, can you like rob this temple? Can you rob the next temple? Have you heard of the other temple that you may also be able to rob? Alright, my problem with this, however, is that all of them are a member, except Venezia. All of them are a member of the goddamn HRE. I could see some city. Wait, what? Where's the city? Oh, this must be one of my... So one of the other merchant families actually holding this, huh? I could see some trade posts here. Oh, dude, that is... I can seize that. That is huge. You know what? I'm going to take this mission. Cartalo, I appreciate it. Can I move any of you to go for an embargo war against Venice? Primary participant in a war. What about you? You gotta hate Venice, right? They hold your land. Really? I mean, I guess I'm of the wrong religion. You know what? That's actually a really good point. Like a sincerely good point. We may have a problem with that because actually declaring a war. Oh, and look at poor Bulgaria. God, that sucks for you, Bulgaria. That really sucks for you. Can I... Okay, oh, what? Raise all trade posts of Giudice Oscuro of Arabia or their vassals within the realm and prevent What? Does he have trade posts in my realm? I don't think he does. And he's not a part of the HRE either. I'm not actually certain about the meaning of this. But I can do an embargo war against you, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. Don't think you have any trade in mind, but... Oh, look at this. We can already go towards Africa. Dude, I am so ready. Alright, in the next episode, our huge expansion across the Mediterranean will actually take shape. It will be extravagant, it will be extreme, and it will be beautiful. Let me tell you, and also, I'm still at war. You know what? Let's just finish this. I completely forgot about this war. I was like, hey, everything is good. Adonica, nice name. Also, Jezebel, dude, good name, you little tiny girl. Tiny, I like that. So cute. Alright, so war's over. I think we're gonna do another feudal lord here, and I know, maybe in the future the feudal lords here will rise up against the Republic, but until then, they shall be the vanguard. You know it to be true. Carthage has expanded, still of course not rivaling the Almorabi dynasty or Castile, but we are getting stronger. My power level rises. Now, I want to say thank you, before I end this video, to Benedict. Benedict, thank you very much for your pledge as the membership. You know, that is a huge reason why I can do this, why I can put so much work into this, why I, you know, can try to bring up the quality of the videos even further. I appreciate it, and it's great. Thank you so much. If anybody else wants to support the channel, the memberships are open, and they primarily go to me. YouTube takes a fairly small cut in comparison to other services, and it helps me directly in keeping the channel alive and bringing the quality that you and that I, honestly, for the good playthroughs deserve. You know, I don't want to do playthroughs that are rushed or whatever. I like these ones, where I just have a goal and we're slowly but surely inching towards it, and then the big boom comes. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I am honestly just so delighted that I can do this YouTube thing. Thank you so much for tuning in again, and in the next episode, we will surprise some island nations here, I think. Until then, later. Alligator.